On a day in and day out basis, I see 3 classic presentation mistakes that are so easily fixed. And you know what? Today, we're going to do it. I've been a creative director for, well, a long time, not to date myself. And there are 3 things that are very easily fixed. So let's start with the granddaddy of them all, and that's working in PowerPoint and using the normal view versus the slideshow view. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks here that'll help you out. So let's just look at this critically and think about this. So let me back out of this. And so many times I will see individuals that will be presenting their content from this normal view. This is meant for development, not for presentation. So obviously the quick fix is hit this slideshow button. But here's the thing, I realize that most of us are working in normal view, well, because you don't know quite which slide content that you need. So let me show you a quick fix on that. So here's the situation. You see your PowerPoint, you can see my mouse wiggling around. And in fact, I'm gonna make this a little bit larger for you. So just to confirm, let's say you're on this slide and you're not sure what the next one you need is. Well, here's the trick. If you have a keyboard and a mouse, you can hold down Control and then use the little wheel mouse on the little wheel mouse and wheel it towards you. Wheelie, trust me, it's amazing. It will provide this really slick looking thumbnail view. And if you have sections, well, different sections are gonna show up. And the slide that you want, if you're going, maybe I want this one, well, you can just bring it right up and you have it. So there's the fix. You're welcome. All right, number 2 here is PDFing the wrong way. So let me open up a PDF and show you what I mean and how to fix it. Okay, so we have opened up a PDF. Now this, for full disclosure, happens to be a PDF of the slides I'm using for this video. I can't really disclose a lot of client information and stay employed, so we're gonna keep this to just I'm gonna call this Acme level content. But here's a typical presentation scenario. And if you look at this, think of this from the viewer perspective. Well, you've got your featured content right here, and then you have approximately, let's just say roughly 60% of the screen that is just utility. There's no need for that. So here's your tip and trick. Go up to your view menu and you'll notice there's a feature called full screen mode, okay? If you haven't seen this before, give it a try. You can click this button, or the tip and trick I will recommend is this Control L feature. So let's try that. On a PC, Control L. On a Mac, it will be Command L. But I'm gonna do that right now, hit Control L, and voila, you now have 100% of your screen real estate dedicated. So I think that's a win. Now, the other thing I will mention though is occasionally, specifically if you've got PDF content that has, let's say, small fine print, well, what you can do is you can go ahead and hit Control Plus on your content and increase the size, and then go ahead and use you hold your left click on your mouse down, you can go ahead and focus on the different areas. Okay, so you've got a couple of options, and very similar to PowerPoint, you can also use Control wheel mouse up or down to make that happen. Okay, so we've fixed PDF, we've fixed PowerPoint. Let's go to our next most common mistake, and that's losing your focus in Microsoft Word. Okay, we are in Microsoft Word, and a common mistake here, and so many of us need to present in Microsoft Word. So the first thing I would do is, number 1, if you're presenting, make sure any of your review elements are handled and that you're not showing markup. So that's gonna, number 1, get you screen real estate if you're not dealing with things like editing changes. The next thing I want you to do is, again, start noticing how much of your screen real estate you're missing. So we have a good, I'm gonna just roughly say maybe 25-30% of your screen real estate that's not there. So sure, you can hit this little chevron, hide this various bits of information, but I want you to go to the view menu and try this feature. I think you're gonna really like it. It's called Focus. So as you can see, Focus helps you, well, focus, right? It turns the background black. It allows you to then really zip into various bits of content and have a nice clean look, kind of that Zen feel to it. It just gives you little bits. So I'm just whipping through the content because this is something that's semi-proprietary. But here's my tip for you. If you really like focus, what I would recommend is, number one, keep this pinned, because your ribbon, you should have all of this for you when you want to work. But when you want to present, I'd recommend focus. I'd recommend that you right-click the focus, you add it to your quick access toolbar. So next time you need it, you're one click away, okay? It's an amazing feature. Focus is a win. Okay, that's today's presentation plus-ups. 3 common classic presentation mistakes and what to do about it. You know better, so my challenge to you is put these to the test. Believe me, your audience will thank you. Hey, if you have a presentation challenge, a virtual studio type question, drop it in the comments below. I read every one. I'm very interested in bringing information to bear that you like and you're interested in. So in the meantime, thanks so much for tuning in, and please make it a great day.